Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Bring it back to YouTube a little bit. Are we going to be seeing you in any charity matches, Clash of Creators, anything like that? Would you want to do that sort of stuff?
If it's for a good cause, definitely. I do think you can also be blacklisted because people don't know you. So I'm never afraid to, like I said to you, being on soccer. I've tried never to go away from being myself. If somebody, like, I always get, Hacks always hits me up, man. Like Hack, he always hits me up and he's like, "Bro, I love everything you're doing all the time." He's like, he does loads of charity games, and I always say to him, like, if it's not genuine, I don't want somebody to just say to me, "Oh, what, we need a keeper." I'd rather be like, it's for a good cause. Would you like to be involved? And I'll be like, yeah. So like, I do Goals for Gosh, which is a charity based around Great Ormond Street Hospital. And, last year I played in a game. The game raised £37,000 for the hospital. It was incredible. I went there on last Friday, actually, funny enough, to hand over the check with the two main people behind it. And we weren't allowed in because of obviously COVID reasons and stuff, but we was at the entrance handing over the check and stuff, and it was just explaining how the money gets used and etc. And seeing kids coming in and out of there close to tears, man, if not one or two, do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't think you realise how blessed we are to have 10 fingers, 10 toes and be able 100%. To do sport and all this. And like, being there was just like, wow. I was like, I'm so grateful to be able to do something or contribute towards something like that, which is why I said I'll do it again this year. But yeah, that man, yeah, it was tough, man. When you see kids and they've got wires and things coming out of them, or they're disfigured in a way, and their parents are just, do you know how much stress that must be? Yeah. So things like that are very close to home. I worked in primary schools till I was 26. I'm 31 now, so we had a company together working with kids, running Saturday soccer schools. So community for me is massive. Like, so I've had kids who were like 10 years old who are now 20, 14 who are now 24, who are like, "Big G, like, you're doing really well. I remember you teaching me PE and doing like activity camps." I'm like, that's my blessing for the community, that you know that it is, I'm from here. Like, this is what I love and this is what I believe in, and that's why we're the Dons. Yeah, we're here to take it all, man. Yeah. It all. Like, there's no stopping us. Not unless.
Do you think you'll ever hit the English football pyramid, or is it? Will there ever be a plan to, you know? That's
a discussion that we're aware of, but I don't think it's the right decision because we're grassroots football and what we stand for.
Yeah,
I agree.
Or a division where
you do know, like, if what happened on a Sunday. Happiness that we wouldn't be here. Like, you might as well forget about it. Like, that's the beauty. Like, you imagine that. So don't worry about the camera, but you imagine you're playing, and you've got people like this close to you, and you're trying to take a throw in, and the guy's doing this to you. Like, do you know how bad that is? Like, you're talking about them kids, and you've got people poking.
They're up on you.
They're like, "Oi, you're fucking shit." Yeah. And you're like, "Well, shit."
And look, half the time you're just in a park somewhere.
Listen, it's mad. Like, so. Like, that feeling you can't buy, and that's why we don't want to lose that essence. But with everything, there's always growth. So COVID was a real killer for us because we had plans. We was about to go to DC and do a collaboration with them, and then it was like the traveling and everything else. So as things start to progress, like I say, for me, it's being able to tour and build those relationships abroad. I think that'll be huge for what we do.
One of the best things I ever did with Hashtag when I was there was do the America tour. And A, you get a chance to see the world. B, you get a chance to play all these different teams that have different players and different backgrounds, whatever. It was one of the best things I have ever done. So if you could organise a tour for the Dons, I think that'd be
huge, man.
It'd be amazing.
I'm interested to know, when you was obviously playing for Hashtag, did the Dons ever come up?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think not necessarily from the club, it's more the comments. They wanted Hashtag to play SC Dons.
But the way that Hashtag worked at that point, it was a different structure, wasn't it?
It was like a FIFA
division system.
It was a FIFA division. They would play people, I guess, with brand partnerships and stuff like that.
Because obviously as a Hashtag player, even now, because obviously you still support Hashtag, right? Because Spence his flipping.
He's been on it, yeah.
His shirt's got his signature. So when you was there, what was your impression of the Dons and how was it spoken about? Because
if I'm being honest, I didn't know too much about it. I just knew you lot were a Sunday League team. But when I was there, the main rivalry was Palmer's. So I think SC Dons didn't get spoken as much as they didn't
And
probably
then when
do
we
now.
beat Palmer's,
I
in a
didn't.
manner, you didn't know that?
No.
We beat him in a manner.
How was the score?
7? No, in fact, I'm lying. 6.
0.
6-0.
Oh my days!
Sky
You know
Sports
what?
are
I don't want to speak on behalf of hashtag, but I would imagine me personally, I'd be like, oh yeah, we don't want to play them. No. So I think when we played Palmer's, we won.
That was a contentious game as
big,
well, wasn't it?
I had a bit of an issue, yeah. Oh, I made a little mistake.
Okay.
It was what
I meant as in like just in terms of.
Oh, hashtag Palmer's was huge. Yeah. It was like, but now both Smith, they have such respect for each other. He's such a nice guy.
I think that was one of the things again. Like you see, it's so difficult here because when you're trying to be the best, you can't be afraid of no one. You actually can't. You have to have that. But I think the one beauty, the one thing that I always love about the Dons is Andrew's like the peacemaker, and I'm like, put me on the field. Yeah. I don't care who we're playing against. So like, Eben Smith would be like, oh, it's a mutual respect. They're shaking hands. I'm like, Smith, I'm gonna ruin your club. So I'm like, I'm gonna get. I think
at the time as well, like no one, like Spencer and Smith didn't. I don't think they really knew each other as well. So they didn't. But now there's this massive respect, and like they understand what both are doing.
He's done a lot for the grassroots. I think what Palmer's done was incredible. You know, and like I say to you, like there's always a mutual respect. You have to. You
100%.
You can
both doing the similar things.
Exactly. You can never forget what happened before you because then you're not respecting. It's like the amount of times that people say, "Oh, well, SC Dons created Sunday League football." No, we didn't. We didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, but in terms of elevation for the scene, no one can deny what we've done. Yeah. And I think what Palmer's done was incredible, and even them accepting the game was something special. You know, because it was a moment for the scene, but I don't think they're part of the culture as much anymore. Yeah. I think there's been a rise of a lot of other teams. You look at the scene and you think, all right, cool, these are the names we now say now. Whereas back then, you've got Beatties, you've got obviously Under the Radar. Yeah. You've got other teams. There's so many teams now, you know, like, and it's not seen as much of a taboo to have your camera out on a Sunday, whereas before everyone's like, "Why are you?"
Oh, mate, I remember getting so much shit.
I don't know how you lot feel here. Like, I kind of struggle obviously because when I'm at Soccer AM, I do like a near post series, which is like behind the scenes, blah blah blah, and sometimes I find it really awkward to kind of.
I'm still to this day, like I still find it.
But that's what you were
it's
talking about
an English
earlier.
thing, isn't it? Yeah. Like in America, you can whip out your camera, everyone will be like, yeah, get involved. But over here, for some reason, everyone's like, ooh, what are you doing?
Work?
Yeah, like,
I'm working.
For example, if you look at Fogden, for example, I respect so much what he's doing because he doesn't care. Like, he gets so much shit at games. People tend to put his camera away. I remember doing it, like, I was doing these match day vlogs like 5-6 years ago. And this was before, like, YouTube was, you know, it was the come up of YouTube.
Yeah, like FA Cup games.
And mate, the amount of shit, I'll be like, get your camera. People would send messages to me, what are you doing? How dare you have a camera at a football match? Now, if you go to a football match, there's not a single person without a camera. And it was before the curve. And I don't know, it just really pisses me off.
So do you feel comfortable, Reece, when you're doing it?
Yeah, I don't really care. Yeah, it's kind of like the noise thing with you.
He does it without his top on, so everyone's kind of purring, ain't they? Like, yeah, you keep doing it, honey.
Run on the pitch after 90 minutes and the game's done and be like, yeah, I'll play.
I tell you what, I'm getting better at it now because I had a couple of years of not really vlogging and doing that sort of shit. But now, the more you do it, the more comfortable you get.
We're a lot more mature now. Like I think if you're gonna do it, it's like you say with blocking out the noise. You kind of just realise that you're there to do a job and serve a purpose. You just get done what needs to be done, really, don't you?
Yeah.